Why my momentum slipped this week on my journey to building a 10K-a-month school agency. Obviously, all in public. It actually wasn't London. London was very, very good. What it was not having a plan that's very solid before and after going to London. So let's get into it. There were no YouTube comments from last week, which is all good. You can drop one today. I'll answer it next week. Stats. Cool. So we're down this week because I got cooked. I needed to focus on thumbnails more, and I'm not doing that. I didn't do that. That's what I mean. Impressions are up, which I don't really understand impressions, if I'm being honest. Click-through rate is down. Average view duration is down. And then this 500 MMR is misleading because I have one client commission and another one pay me 1K a month. And then conversion is way low, which is not good. Members coming in are also not good. So we switched the about page. So I do school scaling, and I switched the about page to kind of like something that only some people would get. It's bringing some weird amount of people, but I don't have enough data yet to go off it. And I also haven't showed up in my own community this week because I just didn't prioritize it, which was a mistake. And so let's get into how I got cooked. So not having a plan before break. There's two parts to this, which is the London trip was like very intentional by me. It was go there, apply for something, and it was very good. I also wanted to check out London to check out a big city because I live in a small city right now. And he taught me a lot of things, right? So just what I cooked for the week. It's like I like having these kind of like 3-day trips every now and then where I can just kind of think, because then it gives me enough capacity to look at what I'm currently doing to change it. But not having a plan before was a mistake because I should have just gone all out. I should have just committed to 3 days off. I think I was trying to be in this like weird middle point, but I didn't plan it properly, which meant like no thumbnail on the videos. Videos very, very last minute, like 12 a.m., fucking 2 a.m. Like not good, bro. Like literally I did one yesterday. It has no sound. This was this one. It has no sound. It was right after a wedding. At like 12 a.m. where I've been drinking. So it was like terrible. And there was no Wi-Fi, so Loom didn't work. So I had to do an OBS, but I forgot to put the right mic in because I was very tired because it was like 1 a.m. as I said. So terrible, right? The second part to that is that I had the worst day I've had in like 2 months last Saturday. And the reason for that was because I was planning, but I didn't have anything. And then I took a break, and then I didn't have anything after the break to do. So nothing to pull me out of the break that was tangible. And I think that snowballed into me like watching more YouTube, and then looking back at the end of the day, having achieved literally nothing. So I think going forward, I'm gonna have like exact tasks every goddamn day, and I'm gonna make that a priority. So no thumbnails, not good. Low click-through rate. New angle, how do you touch on that? And then when I cooked London / trip winning. So acting with this uncertainty, this was like the biggest takeaway from the London trip, which is I have so many goddamn resources in my life right now, like a unreasonable amount for the stage which I'm in, because I have access to entrepreneurs that like are extremely successful, and I could just ask them anything, right? And I think that's actually what's holding me back, because if I step back for a minute, there's this Leila Hormozi clip, where she talks about how having a really big company is like having the Titanic. If you make the wrong decision, you could go into an iceberg. You could do this. Like it will take a while to make the move, and it just like it sucks, right? Compared to being at the beginning. Now, her emphasis was having a big company, but I think for me, it's like having the small company. Bro, I just have to row, right? even if the plan isn't perfect, I just have to row. Like, I just have to go do stuff. That's literally it. And I think since I've had so many resources in my life, I have taken maybe one shot on target and it not being accurate. And then I'm like, oh, what the fuck? It didn't work. I guess my plan was wrong. But it's like, no, I just had to take more shots till a pattern emerged and then saw the pattern as it is. So it's like another analogy could be I am taking a shot with a bow and arrow, and then I take the shot, a tornado comes through, my arrow goes to China, and I'm like, oh, what the fuck? It didn't work. I guess my plan was wrong. But it's like, if I just took more shots, then I would realize that I'm actually pretty close. Or I'm not close, and I could just adjust, right? Then there's a pattern that emerges. And I think biggest mistake is just going to people too quickly to push down the chances of me being wrong, which is like, I'm gonna be fucking wrong, bro. That's okay. I'm just coming to terms with that. And then big city, I'm just gonna move to a big city, bro. For real. I realize how much being in a small city sucks. It's probably because I'm young, but makes sense. And sleep log. So keeping track of my own sleep, not like through an Apple Watch or something, but just through Google Sheets. And I think that shit will be huge. And then stopping music effects is really interesting. So I've realized that my brain is almost, I don't want to make this statement because it goes against me, but I think my brain has a tendency to want to switch emotion very quickly, which is actually not good because it makes me very not stable. That sounds really extreme. Not in an extreme way. It's looking for like emotion. It's looking for dopamine. And I think stopping music has kind of made that really clear to me, because the way I would use music was like just having a 2,000 like song list and it just going through the different songs, right? Which would switch my emotions up a lot, which obviously isn't good. And that's been happening, but I think slowing back down from that has been really good because I'm more focused. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Like, subscribe, guys. Oh my god. Leave comments for next week. Ciao.